And well, let's just say this whole situation back in Rhode Island was pretty crazy, cause you wouldn't have guessed how this stuff would turn out. Well, first off, just to make a long story short, my boy Trayvon, he's good. He was found not guilty. And there's a big reason, and a reason I didn't think would come up. Well, obviously, I knew from the beginning that he had nothing to do with it. I believed he had got framed. I believe he got set up, and that's exactly what happened. And the funny thing is, this thing ended with somebody snitching on somebody. Though we weren't told who said who did it, we just know Trayvon's good. At the end of the day, that's all that matters to me. And so, with that whole thing settled, I had to go back to Louisiana, because obviously at the football season, you know, there's still school that had to be done. Though I did have somebody helping me out with, getting my work in on time while I was gone. But before I left Rhode Island, I hung out with my boy Trayvon for a little bit, and I let him know, I promised him that as soon as I get the NFL check, my first one, there's two things I'm gonna do. First off, I'm gonna buy a crib for my family so that they could live near wherever I get drafted to. And two, I'm gonna buy his family a house wherever they wanna go. If they wanna be near us, they can be. Or if they wanna stay in Rhode Island, which I really don't want them to do. But hey, if they just wanna stay in Rhode Island, but be out the hood, it's cool with me, as long as they out the hood. But man, when I tell you, not having that stuff on my mind no more feels so good. Cause now in practice, battling for the #1 receiver spot against Aaron Anderson, I could really lock in and get the spot I deserve. Cause yeah, I might have had an amazing season last year, even breaking Jamar Chase's receiving touchdown record for the school. But still, Aaron Anderson got a lot better too over the offseason. So coach wants to see which one of us is better. And as this practice showed, I was better. So I'll be the #1 receiver this year. Now look, with this being a new year, a new season, and we have new players. As you know, we lost a couple of players, a couple of our top players actually, due to the NFL draft and the transfer portal. Losing a Heisman winner like Jaden Daniels, one who was one of the best wide receivers in college football, Malik Neighbors, and Brian Thomas Jr., just to name a few that was on his offense, not even counting the defensive side. Lucky for us though, we're playing against UL Monroe, a school that's 0-1 right now. We're the #4 ranked team in the nation. Though we don't have the same team, we'll be able to, lock in this game, try to build some chemistry before we get to the harder games of the season. And already in this first game, my boy Garrett, our new QB1, he's been throwing a couple dots in this game, especially to me. I like that. 2nd and 6, running the play action. It ended up working. He ended up hitting Aaron on the sideline, but bro couldn't get 1 foot in, so it's 3rd down now. It's 3rd and 6. I'm in the flat standing there wide open. He threw me the ball, I picked up the 1st down, but they ended up getting called back because there was a clipping call on our new wide receiver, Chris Hilton Jr. Now, if there's one thing about me, especially now being the receiver 1, I got to be able to adjust to any type of throw being thrown. It's raining and the ball kind of slipped out the quarterback's hands, and I still adjusted to catching that ball right before it was able to touch the ground for the 1st down. This DB's playing off coverage, but if you're playing off coverage, you better start running with me. Ran right past them, picking up my 1st touchdown of this season. At this point, it's a problem if you press me or if you play off of me. Pressing me is too easy to get right past them. Slant, 1st down. On 3rd and 7, this is a play that's supposed to get open in the flats. He tried to get to the flats, but right before he was able to throw the ball, he was met by multiple defenders, blitzing him. They got 3 on their drive, so now it's our ball, 1st and 10. I want this jump ball opportunity, but it was overthrown. Then on 2nd and 10, I get sent to the flats. I want the ball here. I tried to call for it, but he ended up taking it his own self. Using his legs, he broke a tackle, fought for the 1st down, ended up getting it. We got a minute left in this first half, so we got to get down the field and at least get a field goal. He threw a dot to the seams to Chris Hilton Jr. for the 1st. But then on the next play, he ended up getting sacked, taking a loss of 7 yards. But guess what? We end up getting all that back and more. 2nd and 17, I get right past his DB, a perfect thrown ball for the touchdown. Now at this point, I feel like our team is doing pretty good. Playing against a mediocre team, but at the same time, these are good for team chemistry. Closer to the touchdown on 2nd and 10, I get right past his DB. He doesn't see me though. He throws it underneath, ended up being incomplete when we could have had a touchdown. So now it's 3rd and 10, and coach had me running the C route, which was locked up all the way. Garrett ended up getting sacked for 8 yards. Defense got to stop. I'm running a streak route on 2nd and 10, and this DB completely baited up the quarterback. Luckily, he didn't pick it off though. As much as I want to go ahead and get some more yards and stats, after this play, I decided to go ahead and sit out for the rest of the game. 3rd and 10. Didn't pick up the 1st down, but defense been doing their job all day, and it's time to sit out. In the first game of the new season, 8 catches, 135 yards, 2 touchdowns, 34 rushing yards. This week, we got another pretty mediocre team, Central Michigan. So this is another game that we should easily be able to win. I mean, we're a top 4 team in the nation. But so far in this game, they're playing some pretty decent defense. Got some 3rd and 6, but Chris Hilton Jr. got open for an 18-yard reception, picking up the 1st. But the new guys ain't done. On 1st and 10, Garrett hits him again for the touchdown this time, right over that defender's head. Good throw. Defense forced the turnover, but Central Michigan got us to third down again, and Garrett ended up taking a sack for -9 yards. Now look, they pressure been on a little bit in this game. I mean, we did lose a couple offensive linemen, but hopefully this doesn't hurt us against better teams. But another thing with that is Garrett just gotta get a little bit better at reading the field. I was wide open on his curl route, and he decided to throw the ball out of bounds for no reason at all. One play I can't blame him for is this one right here. On 3rd and 2, Aaron Anderson's wide open. An easy pass to him right in his hands, and he just dropped it. And I mean, look, last year he didn't get too many reps in. So this year is literally the year that he needs to show out. So this ain't gonna cut it. But well, if you think that was bad, just look. The next drive, 3rd and 3, another third down situation, another open pass, basically the same exact route, and he dropped it once again. And look, now at this point, with Jaden Daniels and Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas being gone, and me basically being the best player on offense at this point, I know I'm gonna have to step up and be a leader for this offense. And after he dropped them passes he dropped, I let him know, hey man, it's a good thing that you're doing this against these bad schools, because we can't have that when we playing against Georgia and any of these top schools in the nation. So go ahead and get that out now. We laughed about it for a little bit, but then we realized, yeah, we need to stop laughing, because right now Central Michigan is making this a game right now, a good one. And I mean, I don't know what happened. Their defense just started locking in. 2nd and 7, QB tried to scramble, he ended up getting sacked. We're only up 6 points right now in the 3rd quarter, so it's definitely dangerous if we don't score again. 3rd and 8, he get that ball to me, and I just dropped the ball when I got hit. Ain't no way I'm dropping stuff like that. I gotta be able to catch that ball. I'm receiver 1. But luckily, we got one of the best defenses in the nation. We ended up getting a stop, and I'm running a slant. He threw this ball right in between those defenders. Perfect pass. I was taking out the game for one play. We ran the ball, ended up scoring a touchdown off that run. And then on the PAT, we decided to go for 2. We got it, and now we got 21. When I say they made this a game, they really did. It's 21-14 now, with about a minute left. All we gotta do is run the ball out, because they ain't got no timeouts. But me, I wanted a touchdown, getting right past that DB, scoring my tud. And yeah, I might have had a decent game, 5 catches for 100 yards and a touchdown, but really, I should have had a better game against them. But look, good thing is though, we're now 2-0, and we're ranked number 3 in the nation, playing against Mississippi State. And if you don't remember last season, they beat us. And before they had beat us, Georgia had beat us. So really, they beat us off of, our momentum, you know what I'm saying, going downhill. And so we can't mess around at all out here. 3rd and goal, and almost immediately Garrett was sacked. So we gotta go for 3. When they got the ball, they easily scored on our defense, getting down the field without a problem. And that might be a problem. It's 3rd and 9. I'm running the post route. I ended up getting open, but he found Chris Hilton Jr. open for 11-yard reception, picking up the 1st down. We ended up making our way down the field, getting into the red zone. But on 3rd and goal, he ended up hitting Mason Taylor for only 6 yards, so we got to kick another field goal. They ended up scoring another touchdown, making it an 8-point game. And at this point, somebody got to step up. And that somebody is me. Catching the ball in the middle of the field, multiple defenders around me, and I still found a way to get jig and score this touchdown. Nasty. And with this being a 2-point game now, we had to go for 2. We did. We had a slant from me, a slant from Aaron. Ended up hitting Aaron, and this time, Aaron caught the ball, getting a 2-point conversion. And then at the defense ended up getting a stop. We got less than a minute left to go ahead and get some points. A perfect pass over this defense to get us in the field goal range. And that safety gonna have to help a little bit harder than that. Then on 1st and 10, Garrett finds me again on this post route, right in the middle of the field. But he threw it a little flat so I could catch the ball and fight for this touchdown with all them defenders around. And with this touchdown, I break the school record of touchdowns in a career with 27. I'm going crazy. It's so crazy, I already have 27, the most in school history, and I'm only a sophomore. And this season has just started. 4-point game and we got the ball, so we gotta make sure we score, put some points on the board to extend the lead on 1st and 10, getting the ball to Jeff Jordan to pick up the 1st down. 2nd and goal, coach had us running hitches, which obviously didn't work at all. I tried to run to the middle of the field, give the quarterback someone to throw the ball to, but he ended up getting sacked. Then on 3rd and goal, he obviously was not trying to settle for no field goal. He threw a dot to the back corner of the end zone on the right side for a touchdown to Sheldon Sampson Jr. And after that amazing throw, it seems like we have all the momentum now, up 28-17, as defense ended up getting a stop, and now we can keep on extending the lead. Further down the field on 2nd and 3, I end up getting past his DB, but he ended up getting sacked. And then again, on 2nd and 5, I'm running the comeback route. I'm completely locked up. Quarterback had nobody to throw the ball to, try to scramble out to the right side, but he's not really that fast. He's not much of a scrambler. End up getting sacked. And then Mississippi will end our drive as we had to settle for a field goal after they played great defense on 3rd and 10, forcing the incompletion. And luckily, that field goal was all we needed. The defense ended up getting another stop, and the game is over. And this game went crazy. 8 catches, 172 yards, and 2 touchdowns. After winning that game, we are now the #1 ranked school in the nation, playing against Tennessee, who is 2-2. Starting off the game, getting down the field pretty easily, but they got to 3rd and 13, and he ended up hitting Mason Taylor, was a fighting for the first down. Great play. 1st and 10, I'm running a streak, but I ran it more like a corner route. So I could have had this touchdown, but instead he took the underneath route for only 2 yards. We had a touch. And after realizing he missed me the other play, he tried to force it to me on 3rd and 6, but it was incomplete, batted down. So we had to settle for a field goal. Tennessee went down the field though and scored a touchdown to take the lead. And as for us, offensively in this drive, we can't really get nothing going. 3rd and inches and getting sacked. And it was like just immediate pressure from the inside of that D line. Crazy. But our defense got us though, got a turnover, got us into the red zone. And on 3rd and goal, he threw it to Aaron Anderson, who got this nasty one-handed touchdown. Great play. Now in this game, I'm not gonna lie, that Tennessee D-line has been getting pressures, and the quarterback, he's trying to scramble, but he's getting caught right before he can get out the pocket. As the #1 team in the nation, in moments like this, we just gotta find a way to get down the field, no matter how their defense is playing right now. When we find a way to get this first down, getting the ball to Chris Hilton Jr., we're in the out route and a perfect pass to give him that ball. I'm not gonna lie, on this play, I got pressed out of my mind. I ain't got pressed like this in a long time, and that forced the quarterback to end up getting sacked. Tennessee hasn't left their foot off the pedal at all. The pressure is crazy. We ran a receiver screen, and he couldn't even get the ball out of his hands. That's how much pressure they sent. But looking for us, like I said, we have the best defense in the nation, without a doubt. They get another stop for us, and Aaron Anderson ended up being wide open on his hitch route, and he picks up the first down after catching the ball, picking up a couple yards. And really, I couldn't tell you what's going on with our offense here in this first half. I mean, wide open receiver, he got it to him, but he just dropped the ball. And after that play, for no reason at all, coach sat me out for the rest of the first half. So it's still 10-7 in the 3rd quarter, and they got some 3rd down again. The defense has been playing great all day, forcing Garrett to throw up a prayer, and it did not work at all. Gotta punt it. But then again, as you already know, defense got another stop, so now we have to score this time. Defense have been playing great all day. We got to do our job. And I'm be honest, especially me, I haven't been doing my job. On 1st and 10, I improvised a little bit, ran up the field, ended up scoring a touchdown, extending the lead. There we go. They ended up scoring right back though, and it's 3rd and 5, and for some reason, coach decided to run double receiver screens, and it didn't work at all. And so at this point, hoping that defense can get another stop is all we could do. And that's actually exactly what they did. They got the stop and we ran the ball out, staying undefeated and staying the #1 school in the nation. So after coming that close to losing against Tennessee, we're playing against Florida, and here we cannot mess around at all. We got to lock in, make sure we do everything right, because Florida is definitely a team that can come out here and, end our streak and bring us down the rankings. And we're starting off our first possession with a big play by Chris Hilton Jr. for 25 yards. Further down the field on 3rd and 3, we only need 3 yards. He got a quick dump off to Mason Taylor, our tight end, to pick up the first down. Simple. In his first couple games of the season, that boy Chris Hilton Jr. has been going crazy. He's been filling his role perfectly, and here he scores a big 31-yard touchdown to go ahead and put the first points up on the board in this game. And what a great pass. Just as we expected, a great stop by the defense. 3rd and 4, that DB made a big mistake trying to press me. Got past him easily, picked up the first down. Now, I'm gonna be honest, right here, this pass was disgusting by Garrett. He was trying to run out the pocket. While running to the right, he threw it left to me and completed it. We scored a touchdown. We're dominating in this game. Defense getting stops, offense is moving down the field with efficiency. But on 3rd and 6, that pressure was too much. He couldn't get that ball to me. I mean, just throw it. I'm right here. They end up scoring this time. So now we got a minute left in this first half to go ahead and get some points and make the lead back where it was before. And after catching this curl, I turn around and we ain't gonna talk about what just happened. On 1st and 10, we got me running the post and Mason, our tight end, running the corner route. I thought this ball was going to me, but instead it went to Mason and he dropped the ball. You gotta make that catch, tight end. 2nd and 10, coach got me running the C route. The DB played the route terribly. I caught the ball, broke his tackle, and I'm getting tackled by his teammate. He's lucky. I'd say we're having a pretty great drive. We got 20 seconds left to try to go ahead and score real quick. But then on 3rd and 2, quarterback gets hit and he fumbled the ball. So now scoring before half, not gonna happen. He tried to scramble, ended up getting tackled, and that's how he fumbled. Like I said, he's not really a scrambling quarterback. He should really try to stay in the pocket. But lucky for us, we got ball at the half. On 3rd and 7, I'm supposed to run a curl route, but this DB was playing this streak so bad, I had to go ahead and take it. Him and his teammate ran into each other while trying to tackle me, and now they the McCain part of my highlight reel. They responded with a touchdown of their own. Now look, we came into this game knowing that this is not going to be an easy game at all. They're also undefeated, ranked 21, so it's definitely not going to be a pushover game. And Garrett, he's going to have to be a little bit more careful. After fumbling before half, you should probably scramble a little less. 3rd and 1, and normally we don't run jet sweeps, but we did this time for Chris Hilton, and he ended up picking up the first down. Great blocking. On 3rd and 6, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted this jump ball. I wanted this opportunity to get a dunk on in this game, but he threw it to somebody else and it was incomplete. Crazy thing is, when they got the ball, we ended up getting a pick 6. After we got that pick six, they did end up scoring too, but we got the ball back, and then my guy Diggs ran that ball in for the touchdown and basically sealed the game. And so we come away with the dub, another win in a row, keeping us at number 1 in the nation, and I get player of the game as I put up 6 catches, 147 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Forget trying to become the greatest LSU receiver, I'm trying to become the greatest wide receiver to ever play college football. And that means I'm gonna have to outdo Dante Moss somehow.